Okay, well, the wind is a little bit calm. I want to talk quickly about what I'm doing today and this week. Actually, today and tomorrow. I can see in the forecast that rain is coming. We definitely have rain on Thursday. And so I'd been waiting to put in the fall and winter crops for because we're quite low on water. So I wanted to do it closer to when the rain was coming, so that they get water from the rain and I don't have to water them so much, and hopefully the well picks back up. For now I'm just focusing on my 3 smaller beds. I'm taking out half of the tomatoes, the San Marzano sauce tomatoes, because I'm over it and I'm not doing any canning this year, so they can go. I'm leaving the other eating tomatoes until the frost comes and they die off. But for now I want to use this half of the bed to get other things going. So first a lot of pulling out, and then I think tomorrow we'll do some planting. Alright, that's phase 1 complete. Pulled out most of this bed. Pulled out a few things here. These 2 courgettes plants still look okay, so I'm just leaving them for now. This one, with the temperatures dropping, is producing some courgettes again, as is this one. And then I pulled out all the dead bean plants, and now we're just gonna leave the tomatoes for now. They're baby approved. Lekker? Okay, instead of rain, we got a lot of wind, which is not what we had hoped for. And we did already buy the plants, the plugs, so that Pig really wants to show. So we have to do some planting. One thing we did get is some new microphones, which should hopefully help with making the audio better here on this channel. It was very much time. But for now, I have to rake away the mulch that we have on the bed, because in summer that really helps with keeping the moisture in the soil. But over the winter, snails like to be in there, as some of you might know from other climates. So during the winter we don't mulch the beds, because it should rain, and it rains enough that the soil doesn't need it, and we don't want snails eating our cabbages. So, first things first. Ja?
Ja.
Ik hoef dan nu niet die microfoon op, of wel? Mag ik hem? Okay, this wasn't the plan, but as you might know, if you go to anywhere where they sell plants, you buy way too many. So here we are. We got red cabbage, broccoli, couve de galega, which is the tree cabbage, romanesco, which is like that interesting looking combination of cauliflower and broccoli. Then we have just normal cabbages, beets and chicory. For fun. I don't know why, but for fun. So, yeah. I don't know the amounts too much, as you can see. So we're gonna start planting, and then hopefully we have enough space.
Do it.
Dee, dee, dee. They're very root bound.
great story.
Okay, so it hasn't rained yet. We've been experiencing what we call phantom rain, which means that there is definitely rain on the radar, but it always falls out over the mountains and then we get nothing. So that's kind of annoying. We definitely need it. We've been using our water very sparingly. Yes, that's the word. But our big well, our main well here is quite low, and even though we haven't really pumped from it for about 2 weeks now, it's still going down. So the water table is just going down as well, and because our well is connected to it, the water in here is going down as well. As you can see, the well is pretty low and the pump is at the repair shop, so it's not actually in there. But there's still about 1.5 meters in depth of water in here. But I've been using water sparingly the last couple of weeks because I want to keep a little bit of water in here for the creatures who live here and for the bees as a sort of source of water. So haven't been using as much water as before. But yeah, this definitely means we need rain. But it's not all bad. Even though our main well is not looking great, which is kind of to be expected after the extremely dry winter we had and the following droughts this summer. I'm standing here by the well that we cleaned a couple weeks ago and it's looking good. There's actually water in here. At the end of the well cleaning video, you could see that the corner over there, the spring that fills this well, did kind of start flowing, but obviously it's still kind of clogged from all the muck that was in here for a few decades. So it didn't flow a lot, but still hopeful, seeing that under what circumstances we are, i.e. drought. So over the last few weeks it has filled up a little bit. We didn't expect this, so it gives us a lot of hope for the future. Here on this side it's about 1 foot, I would say, and there in the deepest part it's about 2, maybe even 2.5, 3 foot of water. So that's super exciting and gives us hope for this well and for the future. That doesn't mean that we're just gonna have our whole garden here next summer, because we do want to see how it holds up if we pull water from it throughout summer, especially towards the end of the summer. But seeing how our main well is doing and how this one is doing gives us a much greater sense of water security for the future. So that's very good.